Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a review of a new foundation that I picked up. It is the Shea Moisture Sheer Foundation. Let me show you a close-up of the tube. That is the color that I chose, and the name of it is Hazel. If you can't see the name on the tube, it's in a clear sticker right on the back, and I mean you guys can't really see it, but it's kind of clear, so you can't really see it well, but it says it right there. But I chose Hazel. I felt like this was the closest one to my complexion with the yellow undertones in my skin. So I first saw this foundation when Socialite Life, I believe that's her name, on YouTube. I'll leave the link to her channel below in the description box. When she reviewed it, I was just like, I love her reviews and her, first impressions and her battle of the brands, and I really do love that. So when she reviewed it, she really convinced me, like, wait a minute, like, this foundation seems like a good foundation. Because honestly, I recently just bought the L'Oreal True Match Lumi because I was looking for something to make my skin glow and all that. But honestly, with the weather change, my skin has gone from dry combination to oily combination in a second, and now that thing just made me oily, so now I cannot wear that. But I was still looking for a foundation that gave me like a natural glow, but nothing too oily, nothing too luminous where I'm greasy by the end of the day. So I just wanted something like this, and I'm happy that it says it's sheer. But even though it does say it's sheer, don't be fooled, it's a medium to full coverage foundation. So let me read what the claims are on the tube. It says that it minimizes the appearance of signs of aging while hydrating skin for a healthy look all day long. And on the back, it also says this lightweight long-wear formula softens the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles while providing medium to full coverage and naturally dewy finish. Dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic. So we're going to try out this foundation. So let me just give you a little bit of my thoughts of the foundation so far. When I went in to buy it at Target, that's where I picked it up, it had about 20 shades. The truth be told, that when I first seen this foundation was about 2-3 weeks ago at my Target, and I was just like, Shea Moisture foundation makeup? Like, I was just like, no, like, I know of their hair products, so I'm like, okay, so their hair products is good and all that, from what I've heard, because I never tried it. And I was just like, makeup? Like, they can't know nothing about makeup, so I passed it up. But after I seen the review on it, I'm just like, it might be good. They might know what they're doing. So that's when I picked it up, and it has about 20 shades, different undertones. There's some that's more orange, there's some that's more yellow, there's some that's more reddish. It really embraces all of the undertones that brown skin has, because it really has a wide variation of shades, and I really do appreciate that about the foundation. So I'm going to show you how it applies. I'm going to be applying it with my Sigma Flat Takabuki F80 brush. So as you can see, it gives my face a nice natural sheen to the face. It doesn't look, overly oily. It does give a natural dewy finish like it promised. I don't have much darkness underneath my eye, but as you can see, compared to this side and this side, it seems to have covered any little darkness that I had, and it really just looked really nice. It seems to match me very well, and my skin looking smooth, and I like this foundation. So I'm just going to finish up the other side of my face and come back. So I finished the other side of my face, trying to match this one, and as you can see, I had some dark spots here. You can hardly see them, and I have a dark scar underneath my eye. You can hardly see that. It's looking pretty good so far. It still just looks like a natural finish. It didn't like get oily in a few minutes or anything like that. So I'm just going to finish up my whole face, add some brows and some blush and things like that, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the finished product, and then I'll come back later on and show you how it held up throughout the day. So I'll see you guys soon. So this is how the foundation looks after I've applied it with my buffing brush. And as you can see, it's a wonderful finish. It's a nice natural glow. It doesn't look overly dewy or anything like that. It just looks like a nice natural sheen to the face. And I didn't do any under eye concealer. I only put a little bit of concealer above my lip, but that's it. Nothing all over the face. And as you can see, it's looking good so far. So I'm going to come back to you guys at the end of the day to show you how this foundation held up. If I'm a greasy, oily mess by the end of the day, because my skin has changed like that from dry combination to oily combination. So I don't know how this is going to look by the end of the day, but we'll see. And never mind my hair. I'm air drying it. I'm about to put it in a bun. But that's about it. So I'll see you guys later. Hey everyone, so I'm back after a long day of work. When I put on this foundation, it was about 3:30-ish in the daytime, and now it is 12:44, as you can see. And that is about 9 hours plus of wear. So, as you can see, this is the outcome after about 9 hours of wear. I did blot with my blotting paper like 2 times throughout the day, and that's it. I did not touch up with any powder or anything like that. I just took the blotting paper and usually just did it around my T-zone. For me, with every foundation, it doesn't matter which, my nose and around it is always the issue. It always gets oily no matter what. So yeah, but what I noticed is a little bit of shine going on. I do like a natural sheen to the face when it comes to my foundations, but I do feel like after this long of wear, I do feel a bit oily, and that's mainly because I did not set my face with powder, and I usually do. So what I would recommend for this foundation is that if you're going to wear it and you have oily combination or oily skin, you just make sure you set your face with some powder. And please don't mistake the glare of the light, because I was filming on natural sunlight earlier and now it's dark and I don't have that natural sunlight, so I have like a lamp shining on me. And don't mistake that shine from the lamp as oil, because it's not oil. Let me sit back. It's not oil. It's just a sheen, and then that is shining on me. Trust me. It held up pretty well throughout the day, and I know that it did promise a dewy finish, and it did give that, but I don't think I'm like slicked in oil or anything after 9+ hours of wear. If you get oily like excessively, then I feel like you're gonna be like a wet ball by the end of the night, and you don't want that. For dry skin, a lovely foundation. Like, you will love this foundation if you have dry skin. It's a very good foundation, especially for the price point. I got it for $15 at Target. My final thoughts on this foundation is that I love the color match. I feel like it matched me almost perfectly. It did not oxidize, and I love that it did not oxidize, because a lot of them do. It is only $15 compared to $30-something, $40-something foundation. It's very creamy. It applied so smoothly. It really blended very well. And plus you get more than the regular foundation. 1.7 ounces. I like that it's in a squeeze tube. People like pumps, but I like squeeze tubes. You could either directly put it on your face or just directly put it in your brush. I like the squeeze. The only thing that I have about this foundation is that it has to be set with powder. I have my Clinique Stay Matte foundation, and you don't have to set that with powder because it's a Stay Matte foundation. This promises a dewy finish, but if you have combination to oily, like I said before, you need to set this foundation with powder. So that's the only thing, if that's a thing for anyone. But yeah, so that's it. I like this foundation, and thanks, Shea Moisture.